We got some big clouds around the park today in Quartzsite. Everybody's celebrating the good news as the LTVA lands of fee hadn't been an increase, so there'll be plenty of people showing up for the season. Hopefully make the economy of the town vibrant. Doesn't say there'll be rain today, but it looks like there's going to be some rain somewhere today. September 17th. Talk to you soon. Looking pretty dark overhead. They're predicting rain in about half an hour around town. I believe it. These big boys show up and let loose on us every now and then during the monsoon season. I guess it's still monsoon. Quartzsite weather. Take care. The clouds are still looming out there. We've had a run of inclement weather through September here, which is kind of exciting. It'd be scary if you're living in a tent. A lot of people are rolling into town taking advantage of the $180 season again. They didn't raise the rates on the people, so we've got quite a few people in town. Not a big number, but enough to, you can see the changes in the stores, the Coyote Market and Roadrunner and the gas station. And many of the people that show up here are nomadic workers, and they help put up the vendor tents and markets for the season for the different people over at Tyson Wells vendor market and campground. So that'll be kicking in, building up here over the next few months. And we got that weather thing going on, which is nice. It cools the day down. It's a little bit humid, but it's pretty cool. At any rate, I'm going to talk about writing. One of the reasons I came out here to Quartzsite originally over the seasonally was to write. I've got a short story anthology called From the Wayside, where I have a number of stories about how my fantasy and fiction tales were written from different campgrounds and areas and here in town in Quartzsite. And I talked about when they used to have the authors fair over at the Reader's Oasis bookstore in town. It's kind of closed down now. All the old timers are dead or not writing much anymore. They're all well in their 80s or, in the ground. But two of the authors that I met and became friends with over the years, one was R.L. Lazenby, which is also Ron Lazenby, and he wrote several Western themed fictional tales. The first that he wrote is Wild Horse Junction. It's a Texas-based story. I think he lived a little bit in Texas, but I think he was born and raised in Blythe, California, and worked on the railroads. He has some stories about that, but I haven't come across them yet. The Wild Horse Junction's a fun story where you meet Ace McQueen, and of course he writes Ace McQueen Returns. These are both short story novellas written by Ron R.L. Lazenby. You can find these on Amazon. But Ron I met at Reader's Oasis Authors Fair for about 8 seasons. He's always a good friend. We talked, and I bought his books. The other standout author that I've come across here in town, he passed maybe going on a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years, but Stu Campbell, he passed away, but he was in his 80s, and he wrote about things he knew, which was horsemanship, being a cowboy, being a rancher, and I bought his book, The Drifter, which is a fictional biographical biography of his life. That's him on the back, Stu. He was a true gentleman. He wrote about things he knew. He was as clean as a spring morning with his writing. Very clear. He is quite educated. He had a master's degree in horticulture and animal husbandry, and had worked, I think, 3 of the national parks, working with the horses and mules from his younger days on up. And he's based out of Utah. And if you get a chance, check out Stu Campbell, anything he writes. A lot of youth-based, middle grade and up, fun tales. But also, this particular book is a serious account of being a nomadic cowboy, modern day nomadic cowboy. BLM land horses, a lot of really insightful history of how our national parks and BLM lands get managed and how they've become ranch lands, and it's a good accounting. Get a chance to read anything by Stu Campbell. As for me, you know I'm a writer. I've got a new book out, a compilation, but it's a novel, complete novel in itself. The View from the Clock Tower, the Starlit Sky. It's middle grade reading and up science fiction. Available from Amazon Books in print, Kindle ebook, and Kindle Unlimited. So I suggest or would request you get on over to Amazon and pick up a copy of The View from the Clock Tower, the Starlit Sky. Science fiction, spaceships, a little bit of hard science, not much. A little bit of fantastical science, similar like what A.C. Clarke, when science is indistinguishable from magic. And there's a talking cat, so there's that. Get on over to Amazon Books, check out my book, The View from the Clock Tower, the Starlit Sky. I'd appreciate it. And come on out to Courtside if you have some time here over the season. It's going to be beautiful weather here most of the season. There'll be lots to do, gem shows, all kinds of things. But there won't be any more authors fair. That's a sad note. Take care and God bless you.